Welcome to my Unreal Engine 5 tutorial on destructible objects. In this step-by-step guide, you'll learn how to add interactive destructible objects. We'll cover fracturing objects and player interactions. We'll go through it step by step, and I'll show you how to make the necessary tweaks for a perfectly successful destruction effect. Subscribe for my next tutorials and give a thumbs up to support the channel. We'll use the first-person template in UE version 5.4. Choose your directory and the name you want for this project. Click Create. In the level, select a cube from the environment. While holding Alt, move the mouse. This duplicates the selected element. Let's scale it, 4.8 on Y and 0.5 on X to make a wall. With the wall selected, click Selection Mode and choose Fracture Mode. Click New to create the new fractured geometry. I'll leave the default directory, but you can change it. Choose Uniform for randomly placed pieces of similar sizes. There are other fracture types like Radial or Brick. The little icons are pretty representative, so feel free to play around. Enter the minimum and maximum number of divisions. I'll put 30, but adjust as you like. Click Fracture. In Level Statistics, Level 1 appears with the number of divisions. Click Fracture a second time. Level 2 appears with even more divisions. This lets the pieces fracture into even smaller ones. Adjust Explode Amount to preview the result. Switch back to default selection mode. To hide the display, click Show Bone Colors. The element is still fractured, but it's no longer visible. Open a content browser. Find the geometry collection we created. For me, it's in Level Prototyping, Meshes, SM_cube. Set Minimum Mass Clamp to 1000. We're changing this just for the test we're about to do. Put the wall up in the air. Launch the level. See how the wall collapses when it hits the ground. There are tons of pieces scattered on the floor. Select the wall and press End. In the Geometry collection, reset Minimum Mass Clamp to its original value. Now, let's test with the pistol. The wall doesn't break. But seriously, who makes a game with a gun that shoots foam bullets? Not us. Note that the wall is still solid, even if the player rams into it. Let's make a gun that shoots realistic bullets. And like in real life, we won't see the bullets fly. In the content browser, open First Person, Blueprints, BP_weapon component. Remove the link to the bullet spawn. I'll also remove the sound, but you can keep it. Connect directly to the montage that animates the weapon recoil on fire. Add a Line Trace by Channel node. This will detect where the bullet hits. Get Player Camera Manager. From there, get camera location and connect to the Start pin of the trace. Next, add Get Camera Rotation for the angle. Get the direction from the rotation with Get Forward Vector. Normalize makes it a unit length vector. Multiply it by a distance using the Multiply node. Right-click the pin and promote to Float. 1000 is the trace length in units. Beyond that, the bullet hits nothing. Add the start point and connect the result to the End pin of the trace. Select For Duration to show a debug line. Launch the level. When you fire, you see the bullet trajectory. Move a bit to spot it, it starts right from the center of your view. Alright, now let's destroy the wall on bullet impact. But first, if you like this, hit that thumbs up and subscribe. It really helps the channel's visibility. In BP_weapon component, clear some space. Break out hit. From the trace output, add spawn actor from class. In class, select fs_master field. This spawns a force field to break the wall. Right-click, spawn transform, and split struct pin. Connect location to spawn transform location so the field appears at the hit point. You can remove the trace debug if you want. From return value, add nodes. Set activation type to trigger to activate the field. Optionally, you can add destroy actor to make the field disappear right after it's triggered. But using lifespan is normally sufficient. Set use lifespan to true. Then, set field lifespan to 0.1 for a short life. Set radial magnitude for the field size, I use 100, but try 25. Finally, trigger it with CE trigger. Connect to the weapon recoil animation. Compile and test. Now, when you shoot, the wall explodes at the impact point. Tweak the parameters for the field and wall to fine-tune. I'll show the wall ones next. The wall chunks stay on the ground. If that's not your style, let's make them vanish. Click the Geometry collection. Damage threshold sets damage per level. Index 0 is level 0. Index 1 is level 1 with fractured pieces. Index 2 is level 2 with the most pieces. In removal, check remove on sleep. Set 1 to 1.2 seconds to consider a piece inactive. Set min and max durations for gradual fade. Set speed to 10 for sleeping pieces. Save and test. For the demo, I removed the debug traces. There you go, the wall explodes when shot. Apply this in your games. Use it to destroy objects or open paths. Comment your projects and how you'll use destruction. Here's a quick peek at my project Dungeon Forge, Legacy, and how I've put all this into action. Subscribe and like. I hope this tutorial helped. Take care, and see you next time.